You're not missing out on life because you're busy. You're missing out because you're documenting a version of it that doesn't actually exist. We become the curators of a museum we never actually stepped foot in. I'm Jay, and this is Jay Within. And maybe it's time we talk about why your highlight reel feels so empty. Think about the last time you saw something truly beautiful. A sunset, rain hitting a street lamp at 2 a.m. What was your first instinct? For most of us, it wasn't to breathe. It wasn't to stand still. It was to reach into our pocket and frame it. We call it capturing the moment, but you can't capture something that requires you to step out of it. And the second you adjust exposure, check the angle, the experience disappears. You didn't save the moment. You traded it for a file. We're physically present, but mentally somewhere else, hovering just in front of our own lives. It's a strange kind of haunting. We've become ghosts in our own experiences, and it's exhausting. Not because you're doing too much, but because you're constantly maintaining a version of yourself. So let me ask you, how much of your life is actually yours, and how much belongs to the audience in your head? There's a quiet tension most people carry. The feeling that you're living a life someone else is supposed to enjoy. We've built digital altars to ourselves, carefully lit, perfectly framed. But when you build a temple, eventually you become the sacrifice. You stop choosing what feels good and start choosing what looks good. The cafe with the better lighting, the trip with the better story. You optimized your life and slowly removed yourself from it. I saw this happen recently. A couple at dinner. Beautiful food, warm light, perfect atmosphere. And for 7 minutes, they didn't eat. They adjusted angles, moved glasses, took photos. By the time they started eating, the moment was already cold. They had proof of a great experience, but they didn't actually have the experience. And they wanted to judge them, until I noticed my own phone, right there within reach, waiting. Because I wasn't that different. We're all stuck in the same loop. If no one sees it, did it even happen? We don't trust our own experience anymore. We wait for confirmation. But the more you polish the image, the more the original starts to disappear. You're becoming high definition, but low resolution. There's a specific kind of exhaustion that comes from being watched, even when you're alone. Psychologists call it the imaginary audience. We were supposed to grow out of it. Instead, we scaled it. Now it follows you everywhere, even in silence, even in private. You adjust yourself as if someone is always looking. I caught myself doing this recently, driving at night, blue light across the city. A song hit me in the chest, and my first thought wasn't, I feel this. It was, this would look good in a video. I started imagining the shot, the color, the edit, and somewhere along the way, the feeling disappeared. I didn't experience it, I processed it, packaged it, killed it, just to make it shareable. And that's the part that unsettles me. We're losing the ability to have a private inner life. Every feeling becomes content. Every moment becomes material. The factory never stops. And slowly, you stop feeling like a person and start feeling like a product. So what happens when everything goes quiet, when there's no one watching? The real problem isn't distraction. It's fear. The fear of the unrecorded moment. We feel like if we don't capture it, we'll lose it. But the truth is, the act of recording is what makes you lose it. Because when you're behind the lens, you're not living, you're directing, adjusting, judging. You're everything except present. You trade a real memory, something that lives in your body, for a file you'll barely revisit. We're so afraid of missing something out there that we abandon what's happening right here. We've turned our lives into previews, trailers, for something that never actually plays. And the cost is subtle, but heavy. You stop being inside your life. You start watching it. And one day, you look back at all the perfect moments and realize you were never really there. So, how do you come back? Not by deleting everything, not by escaping the world, but by reclaiming something small. Private moments, unrecorded ones. There's something quietly powerful about seeing something beautiful and choosing not to share it, letting it exist just for you. I've been trying this. When I feel the urge to reach for my phone, I pause. I stay. I let the moment be inefficient. Because a memory in your body changes you. A file in the cloud just sits there. You don't need proof. You don't need an audience. Your experience is enough. Maybe the real moment is the one no one ever sees. The one where you finally stop watching your life and start living it. If this felt like something you needed to hear, subscribe. Let's keep walking through the mist together. See you within.